Lakeside Dental Clinic Go Island is brought to you by Lakeside Dental Clinic.
Santa is scheduled to arrive in downtown Nanaimo on Saturday, but today we're checking in with the big man himself. You see, he arrives aboard a Harbor Air, and today he's making sure every little thing is taken care of so it all goes smoothly as he kicks off the holiday season and then stars in the Santa Claus Parade on Saturday. Quality housing for low-income families in Qualicum Beach, the go-to guy when it comes to restoring Mercedes and taking the island adventure indoors. Santa Claus, St. Nick, Kris Kringle, or simply Santa. It doesn't really matter what you call him. What matters is that you believe in the magic that he engages our imaginations with, no matter how young or old you might be. The Downtown Nanaimo Business Improvement Association puts a West Coast flavor on Santa's arrival on Saturday. We're going to look into some of that today on Go Island. But first, a Kiwanis low-income housing project is underway in Qualicum Beach. Here's Kelly Robinson with more. A big part of the Christmas spirit is the wonderment that you see in the kids' eyes, and I know that my kids up there today, Santa, had so many questions for you. What kind of things?
Yes, all kinds of questions.
What kind of things were they asking?
Well, obviously the big one is, what have I got in my bag? But I don't give that out until Christmas Eve.
Right.
And they find out on Christmas morning. So that's one of the big mysteries about Christmas.
Now, living here on the West Coast, there is some uniqueness about your arrival for the Christmas season. I do notice that we're aboard Harbor Air instead of your sleigh and the reindeer. Where are the reindeer?
Well, the reindeer they're back in the North Pole, and they're in the barn getting fed up for the big night and getting lots of exercise. But of course, here on the West Coast, it's quite a challenge for them because we go from island to island to island, and then of course over to the main island, and we've got all the kids on Gabriola and kids on protection. They've all got to be visited on Christmas Eve.
Back to the wonderment and the magic coming from the big man himself. What do you think the meaning of Christmas is?
The meaning of Christmas is giving love to each other, peace to each other, peace on earth. It's about the magic of what happens when people enjoy each other's company and families get together. And that's what people remember. And adults come and tell me that that's what they remember from when they were children, is all those happy times. And it's wonderful for me to be part of all that.
Thank you for being part of it and keeping the magic alive in our imaginations, no matter how young or old we might be. We're going to check in with you one more time, Santa, because I know there are some kids that have lots of questions about the magic powers that allow you to get down the chimney and some of the presents that may be under the tree. We're also going to share with you some of the ways that the Downtown Nanaimo Business Improvement Association is making the magic of Christmas come alive for you and your family. All that after a short break. Still to come today on Go, from model cars to rare 300 SL Mercedes-Benz, and Raji Klabli steps into the Boulders climbing gym. You're watching Go Island on Shaw TV Channel 4. Some of the festive activities taking place in downtown Nanaimo include trolley rides. They run every Saturday from noon until 5, December 6th, 13th, and 20th. And it's sort of a hop-on, hop-off service. You can make your way from Santa's workshop and get on at 100 Museum Way. It'll take you up to Wesley Street. You can hop off and participate in some of the festivities there and then go back again. And there is entertainment every week in Santa's workshop as well. We're going to head down to Saanich now, just out of Victoria, where Shaw TV's Paul Beilstein introduces us to a man whose obsession with building model cars led him to be the world's go-to person when it comes to restoring real-life 300 SL Mercedes-Benz sports cars. Here's Paul Beilstein. Jane Vanette is with the Downtown Nanaimo Business Improvement Association. Very excited about the activities that kick off and then continue right into the holiday season this year. First of all, the parade,
Yes.
which is the big arrival of Santa aboard Harbour Air. How are those two connected?
Okay, well, what we do, Kate, is Santa arrives on the float plane downtown at 2 o'clock on November the 29th, and then the children follow Santa up from here to the Vancouver Island Conference Center at 101 Gordon Street.
Okay.
And then from there, Santa and Mayor Rattan will cut the ribbon, and that will be the grand opening of this year's Santa's Workshop. And the kids will be in there for 2 hours, from 2:30 till 4:30 only on the grand opening day. It's special timing. And then Santa and all his elves will leave, and they'll head off to the parade on the downtown Christmas trolley.
Excellent. Now, the workshop opens on the 29th,
That's
and then
right.
it's open what hours after that?
It's open every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday until December the 21st. Santa's Workshop will be open from 3 to 6 p.m. on Fridays, noon to 5 p.m. on Saturdays, and noon to 4 p.m. on Sundays.
Excellent. Okay, more details always available online, dnbia.ca. Now the parade. I know you're very excited. You sort of go, this is a baby of yours this year.
It is. I love the parade. We've been working with the Nanaimo Lions Club. This is the 16th year of their parade. And the parade route begins on Victoria Crescent, and it comes down Victoria, crosses Commercial, goes down to Church Street, and ends at Front Street. And downtown is beautifully decked out. You'll see beautiful store windows that have been decorated and lit, and there's candy cane poles everywhere. And Santa, of course, will be on the last float. And we're really hoping that everybody remembers this year to bring either a non-perishable food item or a unwrapped gift. We have both fundraisers for Light Up a Life for Haven House, as well as a non-perishable food collection for the Loaves and Fishes for the Mortgage Center. And they'll be collecting those items at the parade and also in Diana Krall Plaza.
Excellent. Now I know that we're trying to get people out to participate in watching the parade.
That's right.
And for those who are last minute,
Yeah, you
there's
can
still time.
You still can. You know, we've got good connections.
join.
Yes, if you can download the parade application off our website at dnbia.ca, and if you get that into us before Wednesday, we can still get you into the parade. So it's going to be a great time.
Very exciting, and a lot of work gone into making the holiday season everything it can be in downtown Nanaimo. All kicks off 2 o'clock on Saturday the 29th as Santa arrives via Harbour Air right here in downtown Nanaimo. The kids follow him to the workshop. The parade begins at 5 p.m. and we'll have another little check-in with Santa after a short break. You're watching Go Island on Shaw TV Channel 4. We do realize that it's still early November. Christmas officially kicks off in downtown Nanaimo on November the 29th, and those requests from Kids Santa are going to start coming in fast and furious. Do you have any predictions for some of the most popular toys this year?
Well, it's always interesting, you know, that at Christmas time, early on, a lot of kids don't really know what they want. It's kind of early. And then sometimes I have kids that come and see me and tell me what they want, and then they come back later and they've changed their mind.
Oh.
But I will say this, it's something that's very popular is Lego.
Lego.
Everybody seems to like Lego, boys and girls, and Barbies.
And Barbies.
Still get lots of questions about Barbies. And then, of course, there's all the electronic gadgetry that we have now, and many kids like that too. Yeah.
How do you get down those chimneys?
Well, I'll ask you this. Have you ever seen a magician
Yeah.
pull something out of a hat?
Yes.
You know how he did it?
No.
See, if you knew, it wouldn't be magic, would it?
It wouldn't be magic.
So if I give away all my secrets, it wouldn't be magic anymore.
Okay, one more question for you, Santa. This one might be a tough one. Like, how do you do it all in one night? And I know there's some time zones that you get to sort of play with, but how do you make it all the way around the world in one night?
Well-greased reindeer.
And well-fed.
And well-fed.
And well-rested.
Yes, and well-rested, yeah. That's what
Excellent.
they're doing now.
Thank you. And that's one of the reasons why the fly-in and the kickoff to the holiday season takes place aboard Harbour Air, because we have to let those reindeer rest up in the North Pole for the big night, which is still over a month away. Yeah. Now, do you ever, if you actually were inside one of the chimneys, that would be kind of like rock climbing?
A little bit.
A little bit,
A little
yeah.
bit like that, yeah.
Okay, well, to get a taste of the real thing when it comes to rock climbing.
Hung up on the few bricks.
Hung up on a few bricks. Well, maybe that's what happens to Raji at an indoor climbing gym in Victoria. Pretty special way to kick off the holiday season. Santa arrives in Nanaimo on Saturday. He's doing a dance now because he knows the camera's on. On Saturday, 2 o'clock here aboard Harbor Air. Follow him to the workshop. For full details, you can visit www.dnbia.ca. And of course, there is the big Santa Claus parade through downtown Nanaimo on Saturday at 5 o'clock. You guys ready for the parade? You want to see Santa again in the parade? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, he's got a big thumbs up there. Before we go today, I'll have some afterwards. The Great Nanaimo Toy Drive is now underway. Registration for families who might need help ensuring that Santa can find their house this year is taking place at University Village until Saturday, every day until Saturday from 10 until 4. That's right next to Subway. And all you need to do is bring some ID for your children so that Santa can find their house on Christmas Eve. You can go to the Great Nanaimo Toy Drive.ca for more details on that. So thank you for watching this edition of Go Island, and it seems early, but it's not. Happy holidays.
Lakeside Dental Clinic Go Island is brought to you by Lakeside Dental Clinic, a division of the Vancouver Island Implant Center, delivering dental services, including dental implants and sedation dentistry, all under one roof. Clothing supplied by Catwalk Fashions. Kate's Hair and Aesthetics provided by Maffeo Salon.